Here's your daily dose of history. These events happened on May 13th. In 1607, 100 English settlers arrive along the west bank of the James River in Virginia to found Jamestown, the first permanent English settlement in North America. It is named for King James I, the Scottish king who became England's king in 1603 when his cousin, Queen Elizabeth I, died. The colony struggled mightily in its first few years, particularly in the winter of 1609-1610, which is called the Starving Time. Settlers recounted that they ate belts and boots to stay alive. There were reports of explosive diarrhea. One man killed his pregnant wife and chopped her into pieces, which he then salted and ate. He was executed for his crime by being burned at the stake. The colony became successful after John Rolfe arrived in 1610. He experimented with cultivating tobacco, which he likely acquired from the Caribbean, possibly from the island of Trinidad. Tobacco turned Jamestown into a boom town. After his first wife died, Rolfe married Pocahontas, daughter of the leader of the Powhatan Confederacy. The Rolfes famously traveled to England in 1616, where Pocahontas becomes something of a celebrity, even attending an event with King James and Queen Anne. Shortly after beginning their return trip to America, Pocahontas died of disease in 1617 and was buried in Gravesend, a town 25 miles east of London on the Thames River. 13 years after Jamestown's founding, another group of Englishmen lands at Plymouth, in what is now Massachusetts. In 1846, Congress overwhelmingly votes in favor of President James K. Polk's request to declare war on Mexico in a dispute over Texas. The war ends in 1848, with the U.S. gaining control of territories that become 8 U.S. states, including Utah, where I was born, and Arizona, where I have lived for more than 20 years. In 1915, celebrated American novelist Edith Wharton, who had been living in France since 1907, writes of the devastation in the Argonne region of France during World War I. Wharton's work with the Red Cross during the war earns her the French Légion d'honneur, or Legion of Honor, award from the French government. In 1969, the Beatles pose for the photo that becomes the cover of their The Beatles 1967-1970 compilation, recreating the cover of their first album, 1963's Please Please Me. They have far more hair on their heads and faces in the 1969 photo. Both iconic photos were taken at record label EMI's headquarters in London's Manchester Square. In 1972, in Osaka, Japan, a fire breaks out at night on the 3rd floor of a building and eventually engulfs a nightclub on the 7th floor, killing at least 118 people and injuring 78. Only 48 people survive unhurt. The cause of the fire is believed to be a cigarette discarded on the 3rd floor by an electrician. Don't forget to check out Today in History in my Teachers Pay Teachers store. There's a link in the description. Also, which of these events did you find most interesting? Let me know in the comments. Please also be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps the Learn with Mr. Lewis channel. And there's another great Mr. Lewis video here and another one right here. Thanks for watching.